Right, so the template calls for a 1080 by 16 by 9, graphic. So if we take a graphic that's smaller, it'll just replace it.
That's good. That's
Okay.
The secret to that was having maintain aspect ratio checked and going into texture coordinates and changing the mode from clamp to border.
okay.
All right.
I got that. That makes sense.
All right.
See, I was right. I was on the right track with that maintain aspect ratio.
Right.
Texture.
So now,
It was just the border control.
if I'm grabbing a photo for Richie and throwing it into his D drive, and we name it the same thing every time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't even have to.
Well,
I don't even have to? I can just tell him what it's called? Okay.
right, so the process would be,
Yeah.
you would say, we have an image, he would come over to the scene manager
Okay.
and say, alright, we're going to pull over our image full screen, and then he would click on image, and in his image folder, he would just select which one it was.
Okay, so that right now in the image folder, there's only 3 photos in there right now. So if I throw in another one, I'll go, okay, it's JZ.
Right.
.jpeg.
And I would go,
Okay.
got it.
And that was it. And
Yep.
then now it's ready.
And I would take it.
Cool.
So what's the pink?
This,
Yeah.
I just put that in there so you can see it actually changing.
So how can we make that transparent?
Just delete quad.
Okay. So now it's still going to do the same thing.
Right, it's just they're black blinded. I
Alright,
did that because it was kind of harder to see the.
Okay. So now, how can we
we have to save
connect?
this.
How can we connect? I think I know how to do this, but how can we put a looping motion animation behind the image?
Okay, how would you do that?
Quad on underneath, right? It would have to be like a quad that's lower than that level, or actually, or would you use a z-axis or?
Yep.
But
What do we
basically
do?
a quad with a looping material animation,
Right.
that is behind the image.
Right, so
Whether
I
would it be the z-axis or would it be
Z-axis.
Okay.
so I would go video, and then I would pick,
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
I don't. That's not
Actually,
gonna
that one
work.
doesn't work. You can pick the one.
Like, this is not
There's
what
one
she
in the other
sent,
folder.
She sends him a Dropbox folder.
You have to go out of there, BC assets.
That's what I'm saying.
There's speech suite intro. I think this one.
That one?
But I'm so confused right now.
Oh shit, that one doesn't work either. What was the one that worked?
It might work. I think it starts in black. Yeah.
Oh, that does work.
Okay.
No, I know, but
So where is that put right there? Where's that video? So that quad. And what are you talking about? Y-axis? What was it?
Z-axis.
Z-axis. Let me
That's
see.
just to change the priority.
So
Oh,
I'm confused.
I see. So you've brought it behind. Okay.
I mean, Lauren just sent the wrong thing.
And this is
And
where
then-
free running comes into play too.
Right.
Because if it's free running,
We would want that for running. Yeah.
right, then you can go from 1 to 1. Actually, set a dissolve to this as well.
For the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So we dissolve.
I would just want to dissolve in and then dissolve out. Right.
And we would also want this to be on a higher layer,
Right. So it would go over.
She's gonna have to do the
on layer
second
5, unless you want lower thirds on top of this.
Right. So maybe we would put it. Maybe we would put it on a lower layer, yeah. So we could put a lower third on top
Negative
if we
one.
wanted to.
Why is nobody on this?
The people who should have been on it, not one of us.
Right.
Not one of us were on the.
So now
piece of.
we could say,
So I feel bad.
oh, we
It's a
got
good thing
2
you didn't
photos.
send
We
that
got one of this, and the next one is this,
But to who I don't know.
and oh, we have a third photo. It's gonna be this. So we take it to air,
Like, why
it's on,
did Dave send this to
and
us?
take next,
If he's on it.
and take next.
I'm so
Sweet.
Yeah,
That's exactly what we need.
Do one more
He has
time.
all the stuff in here.
Mhm.
Good.
Okay. Now, what do I want to put a border on
And
on
then
these?
if you minus it out,
photos.
it'll dissolve out to whatever is already up there, right?
Yep.
And like if we had a lower third out underneath it, let's say, if we had this at a higher level,
Right.
then it would still be there.
It is
If it was
what
still
it is.
Right.
All I know.
Then we can put a border on these so it doesn't look so.
Well, assuming you're,
On the image.
Yeah, yeah. So it just pulls it off the background just a little bit.
I can give you a drop shadow.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Um,
And how do we do that?
Drop shadows are part of the effects module. I
is
don't
it?
like to talk about them.
Where'd you do that? Right there?
Effects tab.
Uh-huh.
They're here.
Okay.
I don't like to talk about them because they're not. A lot of these aren't really fully developed yet.
Okay.
But if you go into the quad image and you go into the effects tab, you can click and drag an effect. So under keying, there's a drop shadow.
Okay.
Put it in
Where are you putting
Yeah.
right here.
that? And it's under effects. Okay.
It's only Dave Seedall.
So see, there's a drop shadow now?
Uh-huh.
Dave Seedall and Creative Services.
And that's
on
on
so Dave
the,
Seedall
which
just
one
took
was it?
it.
The image.
Right.
And
Okay.
they had it from.
So now
Alright.
it doesn't matter which one it is.
He could have gone back first thing in the morning.
But I don't know.
It'll still have
the
that
thing
drop
that's
shadow.
Creepy is
Because
it
it's on the quad
EST
itself.
time or
Let's see.
EST?
Sorry.
Yep.
Because it may be 11:17.
Yeah, that's necessary just to bring it a little bit forward.
Right?
Mhm.
I would think so.
And then this as well. Sorry.
Which
Perfect.
would've been 2:17
So and that's in the
morning.
master. The master scene right there.
Yeah. Well, this is, you know, just kind of, I'll rename
Okay.
it.
Yeah, let's call it. So we're
No,
gonna
but
copy
this is
that a
just
lot.
forwarded email. I'm saying.
Full
Forwarded email. But,
Oh, if the time you
screen.
if the time is in line,
right.
then it's specific. That's probably
Specific, right?
Right.
So that's probably why Dave didn't send it to us. 'Cause he was probably knocked out too, because he's here.
Okay.
why wouldn't one of us be in that?
All right.
That's the thing.
That's great.
What does this mean?
And then
So
if
he
we ever
sends
want
it-
to
he
put a little
sends it
third,
to
we can
Doug. First of all, he
throw that
doesn't
in
even
over
send
there
it to me
too,
or
just
you
to say
either.
who it
He just
is.
sends it to Doug and Mike and Bruce.
Okay.
At 9:20,
Perfect.
10
Right.
minutes ago.
So
It's great.
the email
Makes
says
sense?
that it's in
Makes
your
sense. Thank you.
framework.
Yep.
Anything?